9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You see,
Attention. We have just taken over all airwaves. Do not attempt to change the channel.
You are listening to The Timeless Show. Timeless Show. Bringing you all the latest up and dance with all your favorites. Old school classics. Brought to you by Willott with live chat, shout-outs, visuals, guest DJ mixes, videos, competitions on Facebook, plus lots more.
Hello people, welcome to the Shelleys Timeless Show. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I haven't done this for a few months, so bear with me. There's a lot to juggle about and a lot to get through. We've got two massive guests. I've got Ian, Shaksi doing a live interview. We're going to do it in 3 segments because it was so long. I did call him and we had a good chat, and I was on the phone for about an hour. So we've chopped it down. Also, I've got Man Parris as well. And also, standing in the wings, I'm hoping this is going to work. We've got a very special guest who's going to come on live and do a little bit of a chat with us. Anyway, I'll tell you more very soon. But I think what I'm going to do first is we'll go to Shaksi. And let's have a bit of Shaksi in the house. Check this out. Welcome to the Timeless Shelleys show. How are you doing, Shaksi?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Daz, yourself? You good?
I'm good, Ian. I'm good. Yeah, we spoke in the week, and you agreed to spend a little bit of time with me. And it's just nice to be able to chat to you a bit about your history and how we met. And it's great. I'm looking forward to it.
Excellent. Me too, Daz. As I said before, we just hit it off from day one, really, and it's nice that we're still friends and we like to chat about music, etc.
Definitely, we'll get to that bit as well, where how we met at Shelleys. But there's a couple of things I'd like to ask you, Ian. I'm sure the listeners too. So, what inspired you to think of Shaksi? Where did that come from?
Well, basically, the name Shaksi was inspired from a DJ that I'd seen basically on the internet. There's a guy called Soul Shock. It's a German, I think he was a German sort of scratch DJ that I remember from back in the day. Initially like the DMC type scratch mix DJ. And I remember seeing this guy and I thought, wow, that is amazing.
Yeah.
What he was doing with a pair of turntables and a mixer and the way he went about it.
Strange, because funnily enough, when I first started, I was into the hip hop, and it sounds like you was too. And the feeling I'm getting from, the story of your name. My first name was Cut Master D.
Wow.
Yeah. From the hip hop days. So, that's excellent. Why I asked. Inspired from Cut Master D, from the hip hop Cut Master. So obviously you must have been to hip hop, like you said, and then where was the crossover going from your hip hop? Where did it all start? I mean, you Coventry born and bred, I would imagine.
Yeah, Coventry born and bred. My journey sort of started with my dad, really, and my parents. I come from a musical background. My mum was always playing music in the house. Sunday afternoon she'd have her old Amstrad hi-fi playing her music while she was hoovering up.
Yeah, them Amstrads, they were built all together, weren't they? Just one unit.
Yeah, you remember the glass fronted? Yeah, the little equalizer, the tape deck, the glass front, the one turntable sitting on the top. I have fond memories of that thing playing of a Sunday afternoon. Music playing. She liked her reggae.
Right. So a reggae influence brought up on it Ian? Yeah,
yeah, reggae, ska, and right across the board really. Because my dad, he was a mobile DJ. You know, I definitely got a taste of that through my dad, and you know, through sound systems that circled around Coventry as well.
That was a massive thing, wasn't it, Ian? As well, the how they had in fact, your DJing status was on your rig, how big your rig was, how many bass drums you had, the stacks that you could bring. And that was, you know, a big status for a DJ in the reggae circuit.
Yeah, of course. But you know, I feel blessed. I feel very, very lucky that you know, with my dad's sort of background, right across the board, rock and roll, soul. Did
your mum ever play anything sort of from the 70s and the 60s, like the Beatles and, you know, that type of sound, or was it more so on the soul and more on the
more on the reggae side, more on the soul, soul, lovers rock, bit of rock and roll as well.
All right, yeah.
But because obviously my dad was he's DJing, basically it wasn't just sort of black weddings, or you know, it was right across the board, you know, and it stood me in good stead, you know, just building up I was learning about music before I was full on into it, if you know what I mean. I was getting a taste of all the different flavors,
the feeling,
getting
what you liked. And
yeah, of course. And
so did you go to any of the you know, the weddings and the discos he was doing? Were you following with him some of them?
Initially, I weren't so interested, but then I sort of started to gather a bit of interest in it, probably around the age of sort of 12, 13, where you know, my dad would sort of say, "Oh, do you want to come along and whatever you help me bring the record
set up?"
Help me set up. So basically, that's how I initially started. Lug the gear around really. Gradually, I built my own confidence. You know, just watching him, listening, and watching him work the crowd.
Yeah.
You know,
was he good at it, Ian? Was he good? Was he?
He was the best. You know, I couldn't have had a better teacher.
Yep. Did you do a lot of mic work as well?
He was brilliant. He was one of the best. How, you know, he'd engage with the crowd. It wasn't just a case of, you know, putting the records on. He'd work the crowd. He'd get people up. You know, he'd get people
right.
involved.
So you can see where your influence, you know, has been driven from
Thank
from
you,
that.
yeah.
Definitely, without a doubt. So so you know, you must have progressed from there. And when did you sort of find your own music, what you wanted to play? What happened there?
Basically, it would have been, you know, just listening at home. I remember, I don't know if any of the listeners out there might remember, I remember having this unit that I'd bought. It was called a Studio 2. It was like, it looked like a karaoke machine. It was, you know, a box roughly about 2.5 feet high. It had 2 tape decks on it. A mic socket. You come with a mic with a large speaker, and one of the tape decks had a very speed on it, which I'd never sort of seen before.
Right. Like a pitch.
Yeah, I've tried to look on the internet to see if I could find a picture of this thing, and you know, I've yet to see one. But I just remember it being called a Studio 2, and that was sort of my first introduction into, you know, manipulating music and trying to bring 2 music sources together, you know. Also, you know, I remember listening to John Peel, you know, a guy called Rhythm Doctor. He used to do a thing on a station, a local station by us called the 6 Minute Mix. And I remember,
it's prominent. Us Stokies, we had the Key 103s and we had the Kiss. You know, there was a bit of a difference, wasn't there?
Of course.
You know, so we wouldn't have been able to pick that, but probably listeners will know it. But so when did the pin drop, and you thought house? Was it a slow progression from one to the other, or when did that happen for you that you found house music?
Yeah, a big part of the initial was introduction to house is just hearing the early sort of Jack's Tracks albums. Peel would play the odd house track, and it was just it was just the tempo and style. It was so different from everything else. Where hearing, obviously I had a good background with disco through my dad as well. And
so sorry, were you playing the disco? And was that when you started to experiment with the Studio 2 at that time? Were you into disco?
I was, love disco, the disco sound.
Love it.
Absolutely
love it.
Yeah, of course, because house music evolved from that disco sound.
It did.
It had a huge influence on house music. Once you caught the bug of the house music sound, it was amazing. It was something, so special. Just definitely. To hear that, making it
experimental,
experimental, and just trying to make that sound like you put your stamp on it to make it sound a little bit different, make
unique to yourself. Where did that happen for you? Finding the tracks.
Basically, the first records I actually purchased, I remember going to places like Our Price, Woolworths.
Woolworths, 12-inch singles, was it $2.99 or something, $1.99?
It was something like that. But I remember, first records that I bought were 7 inches because I couldn't, I didn't have, the pocket or whatever. I didn't have I bought 7 inches. I remember also my dad used to religiously buy a record mirror, the magazine. I don't know if a few of the listeners might not remember.
Record mirror, and there was I think that it was a sort of a paper one, and they had a chart in the back, and a hip hop chart, a reggae chart, an indie chart.
That's it. And I remember, my dad used to obviously go to the record shop regularly, and he'd sit down, would look through the record mirror chart, tick off things that we had to go and we needed, and that's where it sort of the penny dropped with looking at artists, labels, and things and genres. That sort of made me sort of more interested into separating different types of records and just working out who made them, where they came from. Was it a US record? Was it a UK record?
Yeah, there you go. There we have Shaksi, and that is the first segment of his interview. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a bit of a track now because it's going to break it down a little bit with some tunage as well. This is going to be a different show from any other one because it's not just a streaming show of, playing some mixing. It is a Shelleys dedicated show. I want to big a massive shout out to Andy Moore as well, Regress Radio, for helping me pull this together. It's going to be a monthly show as well, so this is our pilot show. If this works, then we will go forward with other shows, and we will be promoting other events. And if you've got events coming up, please get them over to us because we'd like to get you on the show. So it is a Shelley show, and it's tomorrow night, and everyone's excited. Shelley's is all in the air. But you know what? I want to play a tune now. Now, this tune resonates with myself. It's when I first met Shaksi, and it was at Shelleys. And I know we all know it. And here we go. The Dream. Big shout going out to Carl Vickers in the house.
Roll on, thou deep and dark. Roll on, thou deep and dark.
Yeah, big shout going out tonight and Darren in the house, the promoters of Shelleys. If you want to come over to Mixcloud, that's where I can see the chat, so any shout outs, please get yourself over to Mixcloud. I can't see Facebook. Yeah, big shout out to the Leeds crew in the house. Well, Leeds 1992. I see this is going to be your last one as well, brother, tomorrow night. It could be for us as well, eh? Yeah, I can see Keith Holiday in chat. Big up, brother. Also, massive shout out to Chris. MC Candy. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, my friend. Yeah, massive tune this is.
Roll on thou deep and dark blues. Man, monster, that is the question. That is the question. Man, monster, that is the question. That is the question. Man, monster, that is the question. That is the question. Man, monster, that is the question. That is the question. Man, monster, that is the question. That is the question. Man, monster, that is the question. That is the question. Man, monster, that is the question. That is the question. Man, monster, that is the question. That is the question. Man, monster, that is the question. That is the question. Man, monster, that is the question.
Yeah, nice bit of soul-y tunage. Going back to a warm-up set from Shelleys. Sasha.
Time after time and over again, you keep on crying over one man. It don't make no sense to suffer like this. For one set of arms and one simple kiss, you call your mother when you're in pain. Don't keep on crying, 'cause
Yeah, one big shout going out to Kaz in the house. Also Richie Lever. Richie. Done a lot for the scene just lately, you are, brother. Also a big shout out to my Timeless crew, Martin Pilliard, and also Jace Todd in the house. Okay, I've got a guest waiting in the wings. He's dying to come on the show. So if you bear with me, I'll get that set up. He's going to be on Skype. I'm sure you'll all know him when he comes on. Yeah, so let's see if he's actually out there, eh? Let's give him a call. Yes, he's here. Gaz, Tachy in the house.
Charles, how are we doing?
Yeah, I'm good, brother. How's yourself?
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Been listening in and checking things out. Sounding good, mate.
Yeah, good. So yeah, let me just turn this down a bit. So yeah, are you all hyped and ready for tomorrow?
Mate, you wouldn't believe it. So excited, mate, for tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we all are. It's how do you feel about it being the last one?
Well, it's all down to the people, innit, mate, at the end of the day.
Down to the gods.
Yeah, it's the people and all the rest of it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, mate.
Yeah.
Really am, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, have you got anything planned? Any tunage that you want to reveal, or is it all surprise tomorrow?
No, it's just anything and everything, mate. From like the beginning of the night, coming all the way through, the build up, and well, I'm obviously on the first hour in the main room, and then I'm obviously doing an hour in the lounge. So it's all a surprise, mate.
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to turn up and get rocked.
Do you know what, guys? We met at Shelleys, and I mean, there's a massive story behind it. Not massive, but it is to me, because I remember rocking up there, and I mean, I was obsessed by lasers. And there you stood, and you're the actual man who's like controlling the laser. And that laser was a powerful laser. I don't think it'd be legislated today. I don't think it would be allowed.
Obviously, with how things were in them days with the krypton argon laser, you'd obviously got the safety shield on it and all the rest of it. So it was up to standards, mate. To be fair,
right.
But it was. I think it was pioneering at that time. I mean, you're going back like 3 decades, so. At the time, it was really state of the art.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was mesmerised by it, wasn't I? Ensign name Technical Gary, and it's like Tachy in the house. Yeah, we'll stick with that.
Mate, it was brilliant, honestly.
Yeah, really was good. I mean, what you were showing me, and how you used to, pan it out, and you were the laser guy. You were doing all the visuals, and it must have been for yourself as well. You were there Friday and Saturday. You got to see both nights from beginning to end every week.
Yeah, it was really good, mate. Well, as things were obviously progressing, you could literally see things changing and coming in. Obviously, Richie Aspinall came up from Liverpool, and he was introducing like on the Friday nights, and he was after like jumping out to like the chart stuff and bringing in the dance music that he was obviously discovering at the time.
Yeah.
And then obviously he was bringing new people in.
Yeah.
Dave Seaman for one. Then you've got Ralphie. There was Pigsy. Of
course, Ralphie. Yeah.
And then there was a guy. Who's obviously playing tomorrow, Chris Hill.
Right. Yeah.
He was there right at the beginning. Then it was just nice to see the spectrum change.
Yeah.
With the music, and then obviously the people were travelling from all over the place.
I mean, you got to DJ as well, guys. On many of the videos, you were there, buddy, and you can hear Candy in the background, Tachy, So
Yeah.
I mean, we were all lucky. But I mean, what was so special for you, guys, with it? I mean, because were you working there before the house night? Were you?
Yes,
you
I
must
was
have been.
there. Yeah, I was there way before, mate. They obviously used to have acts on. People like the Mac lads and obviously Spear of Destiny.
Right.
There was things. It was crazy. There was like Page 3 models and stuff like that.
Hitman in here as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, Pete Waterman and obviously Michaela Strachan and all them turned up. It was a bit of a crazy contrast how things changed, but it was nice to actually see the progression with it all.
Yeah.
And how things obviously were, and it was
Special,
crazy
wasn't
times.
it?
Yeah,
Special.
it was very, very, mate, special to me. Obviously with the club and everything.
Yeah, of course. I mean, have you got any memories, guys? Anything that happened that you want to reveal? That's
Well, there was that many, mate. Obviously, the first time, obviously the PAs turned up. The Prodigy, for instance.
Yeah.
Meeting up with them guys, and then the first
Enjoy.
night.
Amnesia.
The unbelievable, the Amnesia nights.
Yeah.
Obviously, then alternate.
Yeah. Prodigy as well. To think they were on that little stage in our little town, Stoke, in Shelleys.
It was crazy times, mate. Obviously, with things that were going on, but it was. I think it was obviously. It was nice to people look back from where they actually came from to where they are today, and.
I said to Shock and Man Parris as well. Can you imagine someone coming to us sort of back then and say, you know what, lads, in 30 years you're going to be, reunion this club up the road at Kiel.
I don't think anybody could have expected anything like it, mate.
No, I mean I know other clubs are going on in the country, but I mean Shelleys did have something special, didn't you? And someone asked me what is so special about it, and you can't really pinpoint it, can you, guys? You can't give that answer.
Not really. I mean, you've got the likes of like Martin when they came up from Syndrome, and it's obviously Shaksi and Steve Warner and Unknown DJ, and it seemed to the music just seemed to travel all over the country.
People were driving 4 hours, weren't they? And not getting in.
Yeah. Well, this is what the people were just following the music everywhere.
Yeah, I think with this being central, it had a lot of attention, didn't it, Shelleys, and the media back at the day. I mean, there was no internet. We just had the magazines and, Mixmag, and it was voted in Mixmag, and that's how you found out what was going on back then, didn't you?
Well, yeah, really. I mean, there was obviously, like you said, there was no internet. There's nothing like that. It was just there was flyers about, obviously standing outside the clubs at the end of the nights, and
but
obviously
really,
people.
There was no flyers with the Shelleys Friday night, was there?
Was there? No.
Not
thinking
the first
about
one.
it now. No, there wasn't, mate. To be fair, it was all. I think it was more word of mouth.
Very much so. Yeah, definitely. And and then we come back to the reunions. I mean, the 25 years reunion, guys. That was just immense for me.
Yeah, special times, mate. To be fair, obviously we got Darren and Nige and all the rest of them came round. Darren came to see me and we're thinking about doing this and doing that. And would you like to jump on board? And we've got these people playing. And it was a no-brainer, mate.
Yeah, it just snowballed, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was for charity as well, all the rest of it, which was obviously for a good cause.
Yeah.
To get things up. But once people got to know what was going on, everybody just jumped on it. And what an amazing night, mate.
I know, definitely. So, have you got anything fond memories, guys? Anything? Can you remember? I need to ask you this because
go on.
There's a couple of things. Firstly, it was true that people were trying to get into the rafters, weren't they, on the Shelleys and through the back door, the exit doors?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say so much climbing through the roof, but there were people obviously round the back because it was getting to certain points, obviously, with the condensation and the heat, and they were opening the exit doors, and people just saw it like a way of trying to obviously get into the club with them obviously not being able to get through the front door. We were up to maximum capacity.
Oh, it was legally
Oh.
up to capacity. wasn't it? Way past.
Every week, mate, it was just crazy.
Yeah, very special. To have it on our door. Another thing is, can you remember the time when Neville, Shaksi, Stu Allen was playing, and he got his can and he thought he was putting it down on the side, and he put it on Stu's deck, and he knocked his needle off.
On the tee, yeah, there
On
was
the tee,
loads of incidents. Yeah, there was loads of incidents.
Technical problem. Big shout out to Neville as well, loud and nasty. What a
Yeah,
character.
definitely, mate.
He brought, Amnesia House brought some, uniqueness as well.
Some brilliant nights, mate. Obviously, with Mickey, bless him, and
I know,
Bam
rest in
Bam.
peace. Yeah.
They turned up, and we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and to me, it was just an extension of what was already there.
Yeah,
and it
without
was
a doubt.
it was brilliant, mate, and what they brought to the club and all the rest of it. I mean, if you think about it, it was packed every week. That's on a Saturday.
It was wall to wall,
Amnesia.
one in, one out.
Yeah.
If that at all. So I mean, tomorrow, it's the last one, and it's a sellout. It's looking that way, without.
Yeah,
a doubt,
definitely, mate. Definitely.
It's just a matter of get yourselves up there early, I guess.
Well, I'm obviously on for the first hour, so if you want to hear them kind of tracks that obviously you love when you first come in the club.
Give us a couple of spoilers.
What are you talking like Frankie Knuckles, The Pressure?
Yeah.
Is one I really like. There's obviously DJs Unite, Get Into the Music.
Oh, yeah, tune.
Marina Van Roos, Sly One, was another one of my favourites.
Yeah, that was a Sasha tune. Big.
Ralphie used to drop Steve Silk Early. Which was Simply Red. Money's Too Tight to Mention.
All right, your remix.
Yeah, stuff like the Steve Silk Early stuff was brilliant, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
Back then. Yeah, pioneering.
So, have you got any shout-outs, Gaz? Anyone you want to thank and mention?
Well, everybody, obviously, I know I've got Mally sitting in the wings with me. There's obviously Desi.
Oh, of course, Des. Yeah, big shout-out, Des.
Yeah.
He's on me loads with me stereo in my car. Big ups.
Yeah, I think Kevin Spencer listening, so a big shout out to them. There's obviously the guy from work who I obviously work with, that's Jack, and Jenny, and everybody else who literally knows me. I mean, I know the wife won't be listening, she's obviously out and about. So, other than that, mate,
we've been on a special journey, haven't we?
It's been a long journey, mate, obviously, with the likes, Pete, who we used to see him there all the time, Pete Timmis.
I know, rest and
God bless him, yeah.
I know, yeah.
People like, and there's Nick Sheldon.
I know, Nick. I mean, there's a few of us, isn't there, that, we're like, we're from that era, and I was saying to Shockers, us old schoolies, we've got sort of a kind of, I don't know, some kind of different vibe going on, aren't we? We're just, down to earth, and we know we've got roots.
Everybody's just come together, mate. It was the music that brought everybody together.
And you know what? Without the crowd, without the people, it wouldn't be anything, would it? And
nothing.
They're the most important, out of everything. The crowd. I always say that after me set. Without them, we wouldn't be here, and we wouldn't be doing tomorrow.
But to me, I mean, obviously, the music that you love. I mean, from collecting early stuff and coming all the way through, it's the relation with like people you meet in a record shop or you're speaking to people in a nightclub, and obviously, I think the people, the most important thing, mate. Yeah. The night wouldn't be the same without it.
Without a doubt. Big shout out to Lee as well. He doesn't like being saying MC Lethal. I'm saying it anyway.
Yes.
But big shout out to you, buddy. But
definitely, mate.
Guys, I'm going to leave it there. Got to crack on with the show. Got lots to
nice
play.
One, mate.
So, Luke, look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow.
You
nice
certainly
one,
will.
Daz.
All right, brother. You take it. Till tomorrow.
Yeah. Peace and love. See you soon, Daz.
Peace out.
Bye, mate. Bye-bye.
Yes, there we have it. There's the legendary Tachy in the house. Okay, I'm going to go over to another tune. I'm going to play something from the early doors, and it's something special to me. And it's not so much Shelleys, but they did get played on a Friday. But it is a nasty end tune. And I know Martin Pilliard loves this tune, so this one's for you as well, my friend. Thanks for everyone tuning in and listening. Respect. Welcome to the Timeless. Welcome to the time.
Sometimes you want to call it quits and then you say that this is it, keep pressing, cause your time will come one day. Sometimes when you're down and there's no one else around, I hear you crying, there will be no more tears someday. Just believe in what you do and your dreams will come true. Oh yeah, but you got to keep on reaching. You got to keep on. Never giving up. You got to keep on. Oh yeah. Love is love and life is life. The goodness and the bad that we once all shared. But don't give up, leave it all behind. Keep on reaching behind your grounds. Never looking back, always keeping on. Forward, stronger, forever and ever. Keep on reaching. You got to keep on reaching. Sometimes when you're down and there's no one else around, I hear you crying. There will be no more tears. One day, you got to keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on reaching. Never giving up. No, 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 no. I'm gonna keep on reaching.
Yeah, big shout going out to David Minshall.
Keep on reaching.
Big love, brother. Vibes in the house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in again.
Love doesn't let you down, and there's no one around. Keep on reaching, keep on reaching. The farther the star, the brighter you will go. Reach on, reach on, reach on, reach on, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely love that tune, and I'm sure you do too. Phase 2 and Reaching, big classic tune for me from the Hacienda. Okay, let's go to segment 2 of Shaksi, and we've got Man Parris as well. Another 2 segments of Shockers. So yeah, enjoy, people. Oh yeah, I mean we could talk about this forever, couldn't we? To be honest, to be fair, we could do a 2 or 3 hour show. But let's bring it forward a bit now.
Yeah,
so
sure.
let's. Okay, so we've talked a little bit about sort of where you come from, your background, etc., etc. So, where did you first get into clubbing, into the clubs, DJing into a club? How did that happen? And can you remember what club it was?
Reflections. Jeff, Man Parris. He introduced me to Reflections. He'd do a Tuesday and a Thursday night. He used to do a couple of nights in the week.
Did you get to sort of talking to Jeff on a friend basis? Did you, as you were going in the club, and then went up to him and started talking to him as he was DJing and asking him what this track is, and that type of engagement? Yeah,
definitely. I have to give a mention also to Shane Brown as well from Coventry DJ.
How did you come about to DJ at Shelleys?
I'm not quite sure, but it would have been our friends was starting a new night up north somewhere. Would you like to be involved? And I remember but these would have been Syndrome, wouldn't it? Yeah, Syndrome Promotions. We had this conversation. I had to just make sure we got the facts correct there. Syndrome definitely was. Yeah, Syndrome Promotions. I remember the pink flyers. And then this is where I first met you, Ian. It was that night, and you started off with the Dynamics, and that robotic voice you came on, and you just absolutely blew me away. You picked up the mic, because I used to love doing the mic as well. But you were so good at it, and the energy from your voice, your mic, and the music that you came and played, I was just like, I stood back and thought, they really are a good DJ. What happened back then at Shelleys for me, you inspired me. You really did. I've said that to you before. You played some, I think it was Ramos theme as well. I was right saying that. Ropro's theme, theme. And can you remember what else you played on there? Some Belgium stuff. There was some Belgium tracks. Stuff. Yeah. There was another one as well. Dreams. What was that one called, Ian? Gosh. Wow. That's going back, isn't it? I remember the intro on that. It just... Yeah, the Dynamics. Can you remember how... To be or not to be. Yeah, to be or not to be, that's it. Now I've spoken to you and I've got a timeline, how you started DJing. It really shone through. How you're being different, and it shone through. It shined through with your DJing. Let's have a chat about the recent Shelleys events, Ian, because me and you could actually talk, couldn't we, about this? We really could. And we've only just touched we haven't tip of the iceberg, really. Tip of the iceberg, we've just touched a little microsecond of it. So the Shelleys, the reunions, the 25 years. To me that was amazing, and it was in my eyes that was the better out of the episodes that they've done. 25 years one was great, wanted to bring us together. What about yourself on that, Ian? What's your thoughts on the 25 years? I think Ian? it was just how it came about, really. I think Nigel's Nigel, one of the promoters for the Shelleys reunions. I think he initially posted up perhaps on Facebook or something, how would you fancy a reunion night to get us all back together? And I think the response from that, it just snowballed. It blew up big time, and when it came about, it's just one of them nights that it holds just that name Shelley, it just holds so much
And I think it was so long.
Yeah, of
We've
course.
had Shelley's reunions. We've all done
Yeah.
them. I mean, Alex has done them. Lee's done them. We've all had a little pop at doing a reunion. I think with
Yes.
it being at Kiel, it was a big production as well. They did start in the little room in the first, in the back room. They just wanted to fill that room.
That's
and
right.
Sold and sold and sold, and you know it got a little bit out of control for them. So they thought we're going to have to move it to the big room, you know, to accommodate the ticket sales.
Yeah,
And,
of course.
You know, which I think when something like that happens,
Yeah.
you know, you just know that, you know, people want it, and it's been
of
so
course.
long, and everyone came together.
That's
and,
right.
You know, and the atmosphere was just, it was off the scale, wasn't it?
It was off the scale, literally. You know, the excitement building up to it as well.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
that helped with the atmosphere on the night, and I've said it before tonight.
I'm getting gushies talking about it now.
Yeah, it's just, you know, the whole build up to it and how it came about, and then the snowball effect, and I think that helped with the atmosphere on the night, and just bringing back people that were, you know, DJing together, you know, from years back.
Yeah, I've got a big shout out to Tachy as well.
Tachy, yeah.
He was there at the beginning.
Of
Little
course.
story for you. When I started at Shelleys, I was fascinated by the laser, and I used to go to guys. I used to say, "Guys, how's all this working?" I was fascinated with it, and I used to get the mic and say, "A big shout out to Technical Gary on the lasers." So
yes.
I says, "You know, guys, I'm gonna call you Tachy."
Yeah. And
So
it
hence, you know,
worked.
and that's
You named him. You named him.
yeah.
Tachy. Brilliant.
So yeah, little bit of a story there. But yeah, another character,
Fantastic.
another name within the community that resonates with Shelley's,
Yes.
is, you know, Tachy.
Huge.
Absolutely, you know, like me and you, Ian, down to earth, you know, humble. We're just, you know, we're just from our roots, aren't we? You know,
That's it. Keep the feet on the ground and just,
Yeah.
you know, and it's nice because, you know, when you're working with different DJs and stuff, and it's so natural. It helps bring out the best in all of us, you know, when we're together.
without a doubt. I think
you know,
so.
things just
You know.
bounce off each other, and it's just it just all works. There's no
Politics.
There's no politics. Everything
No.
just flows together.
We were there at the same,
you-
you know, the memories that we remembered them, you know,
Of
come
course.
flooding back. And I think the emotions and the euphoria from that period, it just triggers it. And, you know,
Of course.
it hopefully it reflects what we do onto the crowd, which I'm sure,
Without-
I know 25
100%.
years did for me. I'm sure it did for you, Ian, as well.
100%. You know, those, you know, that experience and what we experienced back there in the day, that stands you in the stead of what you need to do, what we needed to do for that night.
And the
you know?
crowd reaction as well.
The crowd
it
reaction.
makes such a difference. I know
Of
you've done
course.
gigs. We've done gigs from, you know, back in the day up to now.
Yeah.
Some have it, some don't. But Shelley's, the 25 years, you know, it certainly did it for me. And, you know, at one point, I did actually think I was back there
I
for
remember
a second.
I remember you saying, and that's a beautiful thing in itself. Do you know what I mean?
The crowd, you know, you could feel it. The hands in the air when you drop a tune, and you feel the atmosphere rise on tunes. A lot of today, you get a lot of people getting out. They got the phones. They're more not
Yeah.
interested in the phones, but you know,
Yeah.
they're a bit sidetracked. And
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, of
I
course.
don't know. So, how many did they do all together, Ian?
I was going to ask
how
you
many?
I was going to ask you the same question. The first one was 2015, if I'm right.
Probably.
First 25th.
Yeah.
I don't know how many there've been since then.
There's been four altogether.
Four or five.
They had me and you on, you know, the main one, 25 years. Then they had the Dave Seaman.
Yeah.
I think they also had John De Silva. I think if I'm right thinking.
Silver.
But the first three was, you know, it was wall to wall.
Yes.
It was, you know, you knew something was right when that was happening. And then they had the one up Hanley. So we were on the fifth one, if I'm right, because the one up Hanley was one in the music venue.
Ah.
And the one where they had Enjoy, sorry.
Enjoy. Wow.
Enjoy. The last one they had, Enjoy, at the music venue in Hanley,
Yes.
was another good
Oh, mate.
one for me.
Enjoy. When Enjoy come on, when they play Anthem, the whole room
I
just
know.
lit up, man. The whole room.
Again, getting Goosey's talking about
It
it.
gives me goosebumps talking about it.
Yeah, you know it's right, don't you?
Oh,
you know.
God, it's,
I'm sure the listeners as well. I'm sure they're on the same page as us.
it was phenomenal.
So they feel the same.
You know.
Without a doubt. And you know when it's right, don't you? When you get that feeling. And Neville was there as well.
Yes.
Yeah, there was another Shelleys they did as well. It was the Amnesia one as well in the back room. They tried to bring the Friday and Saturday together.
Yeah.
So they have done a few. They've tried to mix it up.
Yeah.
Fair play to them. We know how hard it is to put these events on. It's really hard.
Very difficult, and the alternate PA, amazing. Enjoy. Oh my gosh, absolutely phenomenal. It was just phenomenal. So blessed to be a part of what's gone on.
Without a doubt. We say that often, don't we?
We do, because we don't take it for granted, Daz. That's the thing.
Can you imagine going back sort of 30 years and saying, do you know what? In 30 years, you'll be actually DJing at a reunion of this venue, Shelleys, where you DJing now.
I'd say you'd be losing your marbles, mate. You know what I mean?
You couldn't even think 30 years ahead, could you, back then? And just think that we're still talking about it, and it's still the culture, and people are still vibing from it, and it's great. It's really good.
Brilliant, Dad. This goes to show how special it was.
Yeah, music's very powerful, isn't it?
Of course, it's a powerful medium that crosses all boundaries. And when you get that, you get a room all on the same wavelength, and you can feel something special's happening right now.
Yeah, it's great. It's amazing.
This is Ian from Dream Frequency, the original Ravers, and you're locked in with Daz Willott Presents Timeless.
Yeah, so that was part 2 of Shaksi. I'm sorry if these are going on and on a little bit. We wanted to get as much in as we could, people, for you guys to listen to the story, because obviously, it could be and probably will be the last one. It's nice to hear people's take on it, especially Ian Shaksi. He's been there from day one. Okay, I'm going to go play another tune now, and this one's also going back to my early days, and this one's going out to Mr. Harvey, Darren Harvey. I've seen him in chat. I hope he's still listening, because this one is for you too. I know you love this. Thanks again, people, for tuning in. If you want to put shouts out, please come over to Mixcloud, because I can't see Facebook. I just haven't got that bit sorted yet. Yeah, awesome tune. Arnold Jarvis. Ashy End all over it. Yeah, that's the one, Dazza.
Take some time out.
Big shout out to Ian as well in chat. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Also, Jeff and Martin from Revive. Go check his site out, 90s site on Facebook. Everything you want to know about the rave scene, Martin, the 90s group, he's doing it. Puts a lot of work into it as well, respect.
Take some time out for loving, and time out for giving, time out for caring. Take some time out for sharing. Goes a long, long way. A little loving, ooh, makes you smile all day. It takes a little time to get it right. It's worth the time to make it right. You gotta take
Jamie in the house. Big shout out to you, brother. Yeah, MC Candy's in the house. Big shout out to Ian Shaksi in the house. I can see you, brother.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. We're all getting excited for tomorrow.
Take some time. You gotta take the time. You gotta take the time. You gotta make the time. You gotta make the time. Yeah. Take some time out for loving and time out for giving. Time out for caring. Take some time out for sharing. No, 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 no. 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 No, 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 no.
No, you can't, no, you can't turn your love. No, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't turn your love. No, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't turn your love. No, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't turn your love. No, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't turn your love. No, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't turn your love. No, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't turn your love. No, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't turn your love. No, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't turn your love. No, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't turn your love. No, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't turn your love. No, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't turn your love. No, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't turn your love. No, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't turn your love.
Yeah, another big Hacienda tune for me. I'm getting to the Shelleys one slowly. Yeah, I can't believe tomorrow night it's all about Shelleys. Maybe the last one.
There's plenty of times when I didn't know when we made a date if you were sure. So I had to sit back and start to realize I might not be the only guy. Don't turn your love. No, you can't. No, you can't. You can't. No, you can't. Whoa, turn your love. No, you can't. No, you can't. You can't. No, you can't. Don't turn your love. No, you can't. No, you can't. You can't. No, you can't. Whoa, turn your love. No, you can't. No, you can't. You can't. No, you can't. Turn your love. I sent you yours. I
Jace Graham in the house. Nice to see you. Yeah, thanks for borrowing us the lights as well, Jace. Loving the setup, mate. Oi, oi, DJ Mickey Lee.
I dream about you every night. For love and happiness, I would fight. 'Cause if you only knew all that I would do for you, don't turn your love. No, you can't, no, you can't, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't, you can't, no, you can't, turn your love. No, you can't, no, you can't, you can't, no, you can't, turn your love. No, you can't, no, you can't, you can't, no, you can't, turn your love. Now you know just how I feel. Let's get it together. It won't be a ordeal. Put your trust in me, all others behind. I need you to be all mine. Don't turn your love. No, you can't, no, you can't, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't, you can't, no, you can't, don't turn your love. No, you can't, no, you can't, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't, you can't, no, you can't, don't turn your love.
Another top tune there, absolute classic tune there, and it is Park Avenue, Don't Turn Your Love. Like I say, back from the Hacienda days for me. I'm sure it got played on the Friday night. Okay, let's go to Shaksi's, and this is his final segment. And we
I mean, we could talk about
this one. So yeah, please, here we go, people. It's live. Anything can happen, and it certainly is. Shaksi's final segment. Enjoy, people.
So we have got The Last Dance, and it's quite sad, really, that you know this could be the last one.
I was going to say that as well, Daz. I've got mixed emotions on it. The thing, I'm so excited that it's coming around. It's finally coming around, but just a bit gutted that it could, it could be the last.
I know.
It's the last one, and I've got that mixed emotions about it. I'm trying.
I know, it's so strange. You're probably like me, because normally there's been after this one there'll be another one in 12 months, maybe whatever. But this could be the last one, and to think there might not be another one, it's a bit. It's like it's almost grief, isn't it?
It is.
It's as daft as it sounds. It's.
Definitely not daft. It feels, they say all the good things come to an end at some point, and to think that this could be, is the last one. Do
you think they're doing it right? Do you think this should be the last one, Ian, and it go out on a bang and not do any more? What's your thoughts on that?
It's the $100 million question, isn't it? Really, it's a case of you want to keep it on a high. You don't want anything to peter out, and you don't want to tarnish the name of Shelleys as well, don't you? You don't want to
exactly.
Yes. It's you want to
keep it special.
Yeah, so you want to keep.
Remember it how it was, and not how it could just go on, and it get to the point where it's like not as memorable as the last one.
Yeah, of course. So it's a tough one, isn't it? Because
it is.
We don't want this journey to end, really. I don't want it to end. While I'm still got breath in my body, and I'm still able and capable to contribute to something so special and memorable and so historic. You just want it to go on, don't you? But
have you already been working on a bit of a set. Have you got tunes? I don't want to ask what you're going to play, but have you?
No, I've pulled out a few bits and bobs that I'd like to squeeze into my set, but I'll only know my first tune really. My first tune I'll know, maybe the second one, and then after that you go with what you feel and what the crowd is feeling really. But I'll put, obviously.
Take my hat off to you for that as well, Ian, because I know each DJ has different ways of working out the sets and that. And when I first started DJing, I just went off the cuff to put a tune on, and,
of course.
But today, I don't know. I like to get with being on digital, which is I know that's there's an older debate about the digital and vinyl. We won't get into that.
no, that's another one.
We'll be here another hour. I sort of like getting a playlist together and throw tunes in there. I think I'm gonna get this together. So you must have you been thinking about it over the? I mean, it should have happened 18 months ago, shouldn't it? Because of the old COVID-19 situation.
Yeah. I'll normally, if for something like this, I'll start prepping a week or two before, really digging out.
Yes, see, like me now is the time.
A couple of weeks before. It's not a case of just let's shove a few tunes in the bag and let's get myself to Shelleys. I'll start prepping a couple of weeks before, spend a couple of weekends.
Put thought into it.
Yeah, just to, yeah, of course. I think I wouldn't want to do myself an injustice, and I think you do have to, when it's something as special as this as well. You can hear, I can hear in DJ sets, the prep work that's gone into that. It's.
Can I just ask you as well, Ian? Sorry. Interrupting.
No, it's cool.
This is another thing as well that I feel is something that's quite difficult. We played the other Shelleys beforehand, and we know that a couple have been recorded. How do you feel about playing the same track on the nights? Do you think, I want to play something different that's not being played, or you're just thinking this is the last one and I'm going to go all out and I don't mind even if I played it before?
That's a good question, Daz. Basically, I'll look at lineup, look at what time I'm playing, and I like how the night always seems to build. It seems to build to
because you're there, aren't you? You get there quite early and you feel for it, and you get a feel for it.
And I think sort of prepping the night as well is all part of what the night is about. It's it's not about
build up.
It's not about me coming to smash the top 20 tunes, favorite Shelley's tunes. It's about bringing my personality to the set, and keeping a nice balance of what they'll want to hear and what I want to keeping that balance there.
I don't think they realised. I know someone in the audience will crowd and that they'll be DJs and they'll understand and that. But the actual prep and the thought and the emotion that goes. You think, like you've just said, you think of all that in your set, don't you?
Yeah,
and it's not just about coming and dropping all the big anthems in your set. You want it to be structured, and you want them to feel your personality. Just looking at the lineup, I mean, we've got Mark Archer, LSD. He's a new one to be playing at the Shelleys, isn't he? Really? I mean, I know he's done Shelleys in the past. And
of course,
back in the day. And then we've got Stu Allen. We've got yourself, then me. We've got Jay Warden. Tachy. Tony Ross, Rob J. We've got, Carl Williams as well. He's a massive name that resonates with the Shelleys through Amnesia House. Mark Heath, Chris Hill, Robbie Avery, and then obviously, one of my sidekicks, MC Candy MC. Wicked. He's been there as well from day one. He's another one that resonates with Shelleys, and obviously the legend Man Parris. So. Wicked. the lineup. It's there. It's ready. It's the last dance.
That's it.
Everyone's excited. I spoke to people, Ian, and they're ringing me. Daz, I've got tickets. I'm going. It's like been hard to get these tickets. A bit like Willy Wonka getting the golden ticket.
Getting the golden ticket. Just excited, just as excited as we are to be a part of it, especially as it is the last dance. I think that, everybody will want to be there. The lineup's there, as you say.
It is.
It's huge.
For £15 as well.
I know.
I know they don't need any promotion because they've nearly sold out of all the tickets, that's not a stunt at all.
No.
It is what it is. They are selling out, and they have nearly sold out.
You can't fool people nowadays when it comes to sort of a lineup. When they see a lineup, what half of what's in store, and the boys they put a quality lineups together, and really they're thought about, and it just encapsulates the spirit of what Shelleys was about, and that makes it all the more special, really. That it's authentic.
But we just have to make the most of what we've got on that night, and I'm sure we will, and all the DJs will feel the same. They'll all be playing a blinder of a set.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to hearing. All the other sets as well, and the coming together of everybody.
Everyone's going to have Shelleys on their mind. I'm sure of it.
I think so.
Which is great. Well, Ian, it's been absolutely pleasure having you on here. We've talked so much, and I know there's a lot more that we haven't touched on, and I wish we could have done. Yeah, and it's just great, and I can't wait to catch up with you. And on the 20th of November, can't wait for that. So, is it being videoed and is it being recorded?
That's a good question. I just hope they are going to capture it for posterity, really.
It needs to be, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course it needs to be captured, because obviously as the final one, I want to look back on that when I'm dribbling on myself in my rocking chair or whatever, and just say, yeah, we were a part of that. That was something special. You know what I mean?
So Nige and Darren, make sure you get videoing and make sure you get recording. And if they aren't, make sure you get your phones out, people. And that's the only time we want to see your phones out, when you're doing the videos. Oh dear. But no,
put them in your pocket and get your hands in the air. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, that's it. Are you getting on the mic, Ian?
Not officially.
Can you remember I think it might have been it was the 25th you grabbed the mic, and that was another special part for me, doing my set and you getting on the mic. It brought so many memories back from the original Shelleys, from the first days of Shelleys. So please, if you feel inspired, just get that mic. Please just get involved on my set, please. If it's being recorded, especially. Yeah, I know you don't like committing to that one. But thanks for coming on, Ian, and all the best in the future. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll be all good. And it's been great knowing you through this time, and I'm sure we'll have many more conversations in the future.
Yeah, I think so, Dad. And respect to yourself, and thanks for having me involved. And it's been great talking to you, talking about a little bit, the history and everything and things that are coming up. I wish you the best of luck, and best of luck with preparations, and I'll hopefully catch up with you soon. We'll have a chat, and we'll definitely see you on the 20th. Can't wait.
The same to you, and thanks for everyone for tuning in, and listening. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as me and Ian have been talking about it. Any shouts out, Ian? Anyone you want to mention?
Just like say a shout out to the other half, Tracy, my other half, and also my son Ellis, and just anybody that's helped me on my journey, anyone that's come up and said a good word, anyone.
Mark and Glenn as well, they resonate in my mind when I think of you.
Yeah. So just any, with close friends, I'll keep my circle pretty small, really, and anybody that's still here after all this time, still enjoying.
Still supporting us and loving what we do. It's
exactly.
It's heartfelt, isn't it? The messages on Facebook,
Yeah, without them, there is no us. You know what I mean? They're the lifeblood of what this scene's all about. So
they are the most important, aren't they? Really, everything we do it for the crowd.
Exactly.
That's it. That's what became DJs for. I know that's where I came, so that they could hear what I do and experience, and make them feel happy with what we do. Yeah. Before you go, Ian, just a quick question, and if you had the chance to pick your last 3 tracks ever, what would they be?
Right.
There's so many.
Yeah, there's just so many. Daz, narrowing it down, I could have a top 50. No, in no particular order, I must add, is Mr. Fingers, Can You Feel It, from 1986.
Tune.
Oh gosh, that tune just takes me on a journey. That track there, that's one of the tracks that sort of really hit me when it came out in 1986. I do believe I was, young teenager, just getting into the house sound. And was it on Jack's Tracks Records?
Tracks. Yep.
Yeah, I think the original came out in 86, and then they had new, 1 or 2 other versions that came out later. But I think the original Raw press was 86, but could be corrected on that.
I think you're right. You're spot on there, Ian. Definitely.
Number 2, The Venture of Grandmaster Flash on the Wheels of Steel.
Oh, another tune. Yes.
Yeah. Just it's a live mix, to create a mix. The tracks that it incorporated, the likes of Chic, Good Times, Blondie, Rapture.
You say.
Oh,
going back.
Produced by Sylvia Robinson.
Didn't know it was that early, actually.
Yeah, very early, that one. So it just goes to show, how far back the art of turntablism.
Yeah, in fact, it just jumps out at me. Bye, Freddie told me everyone fly. DJ spinning. Flash is back. Flash is cool.
Keep going. You
say the next bit. Yeah, good tune. Your last one.
But my next one.
Yes.
Third and final track is Rhythm with Rhythm, Strings of Life.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Probably a firm favourite in a lot of DJs and a lot
getting
of
goosies already when you mention it. Not that.
Yeah. The way it builds the strings and the arrangement, and Derek May, one of the original Detroit pioneers. I remember hearing him at the Commentary Connection at Amnesia.
They had him on his Shelleys as well, funnily enough.
Oh yes, they did have him at Shelleys. It was just something totally different. That one of them tracks that stood out from what was about at the time, sort of. The ones that sort of
music to another direction. There were certain tracks that kind of pioneered the direction of the sound in house, and that's one of those, like Lil Louis' French Kiss, and I think that was one of those tracks that kind of directed. So just run through them quickly again. Last 3 that you could ever hear.
Yeah, Mr. Fingers, Larry Heard, 1986. Can You Feel It? And then we had Ventures of Grandmaster Flash on the Wheels of Steel.
So there you go, people. That's Shaksi's top favourite 3 then, I can safely say. Can we?
Yes, I think so.
Big love. Peace out, Ian. 20th of November. It's all about Shelleys. It's the last dance. Hopefully, if the gods allow it, it's not. We'll see. If not, Ian, I'll see you there. Everybody, thanks for listening. Peace out, Ian.
Yeah, take care, everybody. Much love. Thanks for listening. Been great, Dad.
This is Ian from Dream Frequency, the original ravers, and you're locked in with Daz Willott Presents Timeless.
Yes, people. So there we had it, the final segment of Shaksi, Ian's interview, and thanks for keeping on board and keeping with us. Bit lengthy there, and some good information and something to be logged, and it will be uploaded for if anyone wants to listen to it. Thanks again, Ian, for taking the time out to do that. Okay, so he did mention 3 tracks. I'm going to play one of the tracks that he mentioned, one of his favourites, and it is one of mine too, so it's got to be played, and it's Mr. Fingers. And there's lots of shouts out, people. Tina Rogers is in the house. It's good to see people over in Mixcloud. It's brand new to me. I've not used this for platform before. I've always been on the Facebook, and it seems a lot stable, and we're not getting any copyright strikes from Big Brother. So anyway, thanks again, Shaksi, and this is one of your favourites, brother. Well, what a choice. Takes me right back. Okay, we have got a short segment from Man Parris coming up after. I'm sure you'll remember this as well. It also had acapellas on one of the mixes. You'll know which one I mean. Yeah, big shout out to Tina Rogers in the house still.
Sometimes I feel like throwing my hands up in the air. I know I can count on you. Sometimes I feel like saying, Lord, I just don't care. But you've got the love I need to see me through.
Hands up in the air, crew.
Sometimes it seems the going is just too rough, and things go wrong no matter what I do. Now and then I feel like life is just too much, but you've got the love I need to see me through. When food is gone, you are my daily meal. When friends are gone, I know my Savior's love is real. Your love is
Here we go, let's go.
Sometimes I feel like throwing my hands up in the air. I know I can count on you. Sometimes I feel like saying, Lord, I just don't care. But you've got the love I need to see me through.
And it's gonna be alright. Cause the music plays forever on. And It's gonna be alright. Yeah. It's gonna be alright. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let your body move tonight. 'Cause it's gonna be, yes, it's gonna be
Yeah, big shout going out to Jason Turner, all the way from Stone Town. Stephen Kidd in the house. Yeah, I'm sure most of you have heard by now that Stu Allen unfortunately won't be playing tomorrow due to some bad tummy problems, but he is on the mend, and he'll be with us shortly in the scene. It's quite sad, but we've got Dream Frequency. Ian Bland's going to come and DJ, and I spoke to him in the week, and he's got a blinding set, so he's going to do Stu proud. So the whole night's going to be good from beginning to end, and Stu, you will be missed, but maybe we should do another Shelleys just to, recreate that one last time with Stu. Who knows? Leave comments below. Yeah, big shout going out to Steve Morley as well. That's if you're listening, if you're not having your curry. Lisa Williams, DJ Foxy, this just screams out Shelleys. What of a blinder of a track. Okay, we are coming up to the last, 15, 20 minutes of the show. It's been an absolute it's been really good actually. You know, it's my first live show. It's been very difficult to juggle everything, but we got there. Like I say, massive shout out to Andy Moore. Without him, this would not be possible. Regress Radio. It's the future. Yeah, so like I say, you know, Shaksi's been on, you know, great interview, fantastic, and also I've got to mention Man Parris. He'll be there tomorrow, you know, in full force, and this is a little bit of what he had to say as well. Man Parris. Hello, Man Parris in the house.
Hello, hi.
How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Good, thanks, Jeff. Yeah, thanks for coming on the show. Obviously, it's Shelleys. I think it's on everyone's mind at the moment, especially in the Midlands and especially the Stokies, eh?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's their gem, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, you've been on the journey just like me from day one, haven't you, with at Shelleys?
Oh yes, yeah. We have definitely been on the same journey. You know what I mean?
Special journey, eh?
Well, I look back now and I think, gosh, special, definitely. Just one of the best thing in my life, you know. And something that has took us away, you know. Yeah,
it's helped us shape us who we are today. I think a lot of us, not just us artists, but even the crowd who went, you know, shaped their lives too.
Definitely. I mean, we were all going along, kind of thinking, oh, how long is this going to last? Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, and I'm talking within months or weeks that they're just going to clamp down on it, and for it to go as far as it did.
I know. And I said to Shaksi, Ian, I goes, you know, who would have thought if someone would have come to us back then in Shelleys and said, you know, in 30 years plus, you're going to be doing reunions up the road at Keele University. You know, crazy.
That was way from my thoughts, mate.
Exactly. You couldn't even think ahead, could you, back then, 30 years?
No.
But I've got to ask you the same question as I asked Shaksi. What inspired you to come up with the name Man Parris, Jeff? Where did it come from?
Right. Well, as you know, like, you know, before the rave came in, I was well into my hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, Public Enemy, people like that. And there was a guy who did a record called Bebop Hip Hop. And his name was Man Parris, right? With the H on the end, right?
Yeah.
And you know, Neville and the Amnesia Boys says, Jeff, we need you, like, a name from you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what can I call myself? And I just thought, Man, because I'm a man, and Parris is my name. You know, and I never knew that 30 years on I'd still have the same name, right? You know,
it stick like glue.
It stuck like glue, mate. Just
Good
like
name.
Yourself when I first met you, you know.
Oh, can I just tell that story?
Go on then,
Jeff,
go on.
because the reason I ask about the name is the Evesham, and it was the first time I met you actually. I was DJing down there. They come show me the club where it was going to be at, and you were playing upstairs. I came over to you, goes, oh mate, I goes, I really love your stuff. I goes, Bebop, don't stop. It's one of my favourites. And you're like, I'm sorry, that's not me. But it was just a funny initial meeting, you know, and it's just a funny story, that, Jeff, isn't it? How your name, you know, sort of inspired you, you know, from the hip hop days. It's great story.
It is, because I thought I could get away with that name, right? You know, under the radar, like, you know what I mean? And then, like, you know, there's you who thought I was the, you know, real famous hip hop man.
Oh, you're just as famous, Jeff.
Not then, no, was I? We were just little blips. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And then I've had so many. I've even had gigs, where they think I was him.
Wow. Yeah, you were saying in Portugal, is that correct?
That's right. Yeah, I got sent to Portugal on my agency, and Yeah, everyone looked shocked when I arrived because, like I said, he's a white guy. You know what I mean? And I'm black, so
wow,
yeah.
Great stories, though. You know those stories. You know they stick with. Shelleys. What's the journey been like from you? Can you remember the first time you went to Shelleys at all, Jeff? In the beginning, I know we're a bit Asian. No, please tell us.
Yeah, because I went with Mickey Linus.
Yep.
Yeah, and DJ Fallout.
Oh, Fallout!
I was in the back. of his BMW, and he was in the front driving, and also Fallout was in the front. And we were just having a party going up there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Rest in peace, Mickey, too.
Yes, rest in peace. He's always around. You know, he'll never die.
True.
As long as Rave doesn't die, he won't die. So, but yeah, bless him. And yeah. So that was the first time I ever went up there, and I'll never forget it. No, because I didn't know what I was going to expect. Right?
Was it on the first night the Enjoy as well, Jeff? Is that
it was? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that was immense, wasn't it? You know, it exploded. I don't think it was. No one thought it was going to be as big as it was.
It was from that moment, right, that I was hooked. When the atmosphere that went bang, yeah, and hit you in the face,
yeah,
hooked, mate. I was hooked from then, and I was thinking, go on, Daz, go on, because like Daz did put us in there, you know.
It was a journey for myself because I was going down to Coventry and I was going these warehouses just as a paying guest, and you were DJing on sort of the last sets, and they were the last early mornings, late morning sets, and I kept on to Neville, can I'll play a couple of tunes, and I kept playing, taking me box of tunes with me, and he did let me play, and he kind of liked what I did, and then I said, Neville, there's a club that I'm promoting called Shelleys, and it's not doing as well as I'd like it to on a Saturday, and I took over from the Syndrome lads, and I told him the story. I told him to come up and have a look, and he came up and had a look, and the rest is history.
It sure is, because it just fitted like a glove for us.
And you know what? I mean, even the reunions as well. You know, they've been great, haven't they, Jeff? You know, the ones at Keel. They really worked for them.
It does, because they capture that atmosphere. Everyone brings that atmosphere. Do you know? The Shelleys atmosphere. I mean, you can't do it without it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the crowd are great. And what's your thoughts on the last one that we've got coming up?
It isn't registering. I'll tell you, my friend, it isn't registering. If you'd like.
Is that because we don't want it to?
Exactly. It's kind of blocked out, right? Yeah, but. No, I can't think about it because it just makes me sad.
Yeah, we just got to get this night done. And I said to Ian, Shaksi, I goes, maybe if it's left to the hands of the gods, he might resurrect it.
Well, I think, the end doesn't mean there can't be a beginning.
No, entropy.
You know it. You know what I mean? So, maybe it's the end of that era with it, right? Yeah, and it might come back,
Mm-hmm. But I know it's a sellout. I mean, we don't, we're not doing this to sort of plug it out. I was just it's just great to have you on, Jeff, to have a speak to you about it. Can I ask you, have you got any real fond memories of, what you've had an amazing journey on the scene, and it's still going on. You're still going to have plenty more, but just one while I've got you, just a fond memory that we can share with the listeners.
Well, there's two, right? Yeah, the first one was the ravers, right? Yeah, I used to look at that DJ box, right, and just look across and just look at each one of them, and the buzz they used to give me, because they were just mental. They are the ones that started off my word, mental. You know what I mean? Euphoria. You know what I mean?
I know the atmosphere. I mean, back then though, Jeff, it was different. We were lucky because we had we had everything, didn't we? We had the best of the chemicals, best of the supplements. We had we had the best of the atmosphere. We had the best DJs. We had the best music. It was all exciting. We had no phones to take our attention off anything. We were all in there for the same reason, and it was just one love, unity, and the DJs and the MCs, you know, we made it, didn't we? And we still are, and we're going to recreate it again the last time, you know, for Shelleys. And have you been thinking about the last one quite a bit, Jeff, about, you know, have you been thinking mentally, you've been mentally preparing yourself for some, you know, MCing, or is it just like another one to you?
Well, every time I do think about it, because I do think about raves before they're coming up, like, you know, I have a little thinking and I jump off it again because I don't want to think too much into it. But it's emotional every time. I can picture the crowd.
Yeah.
I can picture me saying stuff, and it's going to be emotional. That's what I think. But I'm going to try and take it out of that, and I'm just going to go for mental.
Yeah, you're just going to go back how it used to be, and that's it. Just don't overthink it. Same when I'm doing my tunes, you know, sometimes I drop a track and doing a mix, and you know, it does get emotional, you know, almost tearful. It's crazy, power of music. It's definitely from the soul.
We always lived for the moment, didn't we?
Yeah, for going back to that, you know, to the weekend. That's what we live for.
Yeah, that's what we lived for, like, you know. And Shelleys used to deliver, if not more, you know, because afterwards everyone would be outside. Right, we'll hit the services, we'll hit some lake. All right, I couldn't tell you where that lake was. But
probably Westport Lake.
Right, you know, and yeah, it was like
carrying it on. But then, you know, we used to finish at 2:00, so, you know, by that time, you know, everyone wanted more. So, you know, we weren't as lucky as today that we could have the all-nighters. But, yeah, any shout-outs or any... Do you want to give a shout-out to anyone, Jeff? Or do you want to say any few words to listeners?
Just all the PAs, you know, Enjoy, Alternate. I wouldn't have met Alternate and done so much with them. You know, all the staff, if they were listening, because they were just part of it, right, yeah? And all the ravers. A big special shout, right, before I forget, a big special shout to all those that used to be on the speakers.
Oh, yeah.
Because half my night was telling them to get down off.
Do you think they did it on purpose to get a shout-out?
Do you know, I just think they wanted to be higher.
Yeah.
Higher.
It must, higher, and feel the, you know, the bass under them. And you did the podiums. Yeah. It was about height and being up there and looking over the crowd.
It was a great view. You know what I mean? It looked over everything, didn't it? DJ bots, right next to the PA stage.
We've done a lot of. We've been on the circuit and bumped into each other a lot on the gigs, haven't we? You know, it's.
Of course we have, mate. It was just like normal, wasn't it? Just to see each other.
You know. Yeah, we. So thanks for coming on, Jeff, and
it's a pleasure, mate, and an honour.
And you know, good luck with everything you do in the future. And also, can I give you a book a mention that you're writing?
Yeah. Well, it's finished now, but it's got to go through the whole rigmarole of being checked through and all that and whatever. But and also, I'm still toying on the name, right? Yeah, but it's done, and it's a part 1.
Oh, excellent!
There's no way I could put it in. I'd be writing until I die. You know what I mean?
Do it, Jeff. Why not? Get it done, brother. Get it done.
I shall. I'm on it. I'm on it. All right.
So great. Thanks for coming on, Jeff. And I'll see you at Shelleys, and we'll be on that stage. And big shout out to everyone who's listening.
We're gonna rock it.
Without a doubt, brother. Without a doubt.
You're
Jeff.
gonna rock it. I'm gonna rock it.
We're gonna rock it. We're gonna rock it.
You know what it means.
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
All right.
And Jeff. So see you there, mate. See, and listeners, see you on the dance floor. Catch you later, Jeff.
See you there, or be square.
Thanks, buddy.
See ya. Bye bye.
This is Ian from Dream Frequency, the original ravers, and you're locked in with Daz Willott Presents Timeless.
Yeah, thank you to Man Parris. Great little chat there. You know, we could have carried on and on and on, and it's great to have these guests on. And hopefully each month, if this pilot show works and people like it, we will do more of these shows. You know, we've got plenty of gigs coming up, and I'd like to, you know, promote it, because at the end of the day, it's all about one love and, you know, getting everyone together and giving everyone a shout out, getting all the promoters, you know, to give their events a shout out, you know, because it's been a terrible, 18 months, you know, we've been locked in our houses, and we haven't been able to go to events and so on and so on. So I think for us lot, it is a small community really. We need to pull together and one love. It would be nice. So yeah, please, anyone who's putting any nights on, get them over to Regress Radio, Andy Moore, and we will shout them out. We could even dedicate a show to you guys as well, and give some shout outs and tickets for you. So yeah, so anyway, it is coming up to the end of the show. I've got one last tune that I want to play. And please, tomorrow, just make sure you're all on the same vibe. I'm sure you will be. Try and make it to the end of the night, because I know it can be a long one, especially for us who are getting a little bit older. it does get on a bit light for us, but stay there. There's some great artists on, Dream Frequency as well. At the end, they're gonna rock it. So anyway, I'm gonna play one last tune. This is for everybody. This is for tomorrow night. Thanks for tuning in. It's Timeless Show. It's Regress Radio. Big love. Peace out, people. Not pensioners yet, Richie. Yeah, one love, Keith Holiday. Everyone in chat, you've been great. Thanks for keeping the show flowing. Total respect. Yeah, big shout out to Jay. I can see people saying one more. I guess it's got to be done. But first of all, I've got to mention everyone who's playing tomorrow night, all the artists, all the DJs. So yeah, we've got in the main room Tachy, Chris Hill, Jay Warden, the man Shaksi, Mark Archer, LSD, myself, Dream Frequency. Then in the lounge, we got Robert Avery. Big shout out to you, brother. The legendary Carl Williams. Tachy again, playing 2 sets, hey. Darren Harvey, big up, brother. Mark Heath. And Rob J. What a lineup. Okay, you're asking for one more tune. Okay, this is my last track for tonight. Thanks again, people, for tuning in. It's been ace. I loved it. It's been a great vibe. And yeah, tomorrow night it's going to go off. And see you on the dance floor. Try and catch your eyes. I'll be there after my set. So yeah, it's either a wave, good day, or a goodbye. Last tune, people. Big shout out to Robin Dingle. It's a pleasure. And Lindsay, there's loads I haven't mentioned. Sorry if I've not mentioned your name. It's hard to keep an eye on it. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and let this tune play. I'll be shout out to you, Paul Sanderson.
She was my lover from the start. Now she's gone and she's broke my heart. She was fine as a woman could be. She was so fine she'd make a blind man see. There's gotta be, there's gotta be.
There's gotta be
Here we go. Yeah, nice quote that, Chris. Christmas, Shelley's Eve. I think he said Christmas Eve then. Yeah, Shelley's Eve. Hello, Man Parris in the house.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, people. God bless. See you tomorrow night. Respect.